Hi everyone. So welcome to Sustainably U Season 2. We finally made it through a whole season. When we started off, it was a lot of different Vibha and a lot
Yeah.
it was
different us.
Yes.
and we are changed after doing these 10 episodes.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, for me, I think I was very camera shy. I was very shy to hear my own voice. So I think that's what changed.
Yeah. I think every new creator goes through that. Yeah. So it's a journey to liking your own voice and all the things you have to say.
I think also to listen to yourself, it sounds so, to your own opinions, obviously, I'm talking about. But I think the way we went in, I just wanted to take one episode at a time. And when we finished the season, I could not believe that we finished it.
Yeah.
It's done and it's out there for people to listen.
Yeah.
But how about you? What did you think?
So when we started planning, I just told you guys that I'm pregnant. So I had like two journeys going on side by side. And you know me, I was a bit of a pessimist, and there was definitely a bit of a negative outlook because of the way this industry is and how people tend to kind of just depress you with all the bad news.
Yeah, I also think it's because if you start your journey, if you're one of the people who is starting your sustainability journey today, and you go into Instagram or whatever social media you consume, all you see is a bombardment of all the bad stuff that's happening.
Yeah,
but
and it probably also starts with this whole fear mongering, that if you don't do something now, it's all going to be lost very soon. I don't know why, as a people, we've become lazy unless somebody pokes us with fear, tries to kind of activate that to respond to these things.
I think it's to do with our culture as well, and today's world, where we want access to everything in a minute. So we call somebody, our food is there, and it takes a bit of work to have that
sense of security.
Yeah,
and the sense of peace.
That's true. I mean, you're saying that because you are that person where you think you are a thinking person. But somebody who is not, and she or he wants to be sustainable, but they probably don't want to cook, and so that was the example I was trying to give you. So they will order the food, and the food would come in plastic or whatever. And then, what you think is, this is just one time. I mean, it's no big deal. But that's the one time that's always happening, that you're always doing, right?
Up.
Yeah,
yes.
Exactly.
Yes.
Now, coming back to you.
Yeah. So
how did it change you?
I feel like my perspective is so much broader. It's so much more positive. And I feel like I really needed it also because I'm giving birth to a baby. You can't have a negative mindset when you're giving birth to a child. So it has been transformative in that I can see, I've done a lot of research. I can see that human ingenuity, as Philip talks about, is at work. People are trying to look for solutions. There are scientists out there trying to bring solutions that will actually help us.
Yeah.
Live more harmoniously with nature.
And it's a lot of change, a lot of innovations. Yeah. I do not believe that people have innovated as much as they are doing now.
You have access to so much. Yeah. You have access to resources. You have
information,
access to technology,
mindset.
Exactly. So it's great to see all of this happening. Yeah. Have that front and center in my mind, because maybe the good things are not always being talked about.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I've loved the experience.
Yeah.
And I love that it came during my pregnancy journey as well.
Yeah. I mean, one of the things that I feel that changed me, changed me in the first season is that if you want to collaborate, so I always thought, okay, this is my idea. I live my life the way I think works, and everybody, I do not need to preach. I do not like preaching people what I believe in. Obviously, I don't want to use plastic, or I think certain way about certain things, how people conduct. It's my opinion. I'll live my life like that.
You don't want to impose and judge anything other people.
But I realize that sometimes it's not. People are not doing because they don't want to be better, but they just don't know.
Yeah.
And it's okay to talk about it.
Absolutely.
I love this talk where I'm not talking to someone to change something, but we are having a chat, and then there are thousands of people out there who can listen to us and take the call if they want to change or not. But now they are informed.
Yeah.
So I think that's what changed in me.
I get it. I mean, it's great to be talking to a community that is receptive, that wants to know more about this, and that is also changing, transforming themselves almost every day.
Yeah.
You know, I learn something about sustainability every day. So it's a process, and it's just great to be among such people. Because I'll have my friends, my family who are not into it. They'll be talking about sale, I want to go shopping, I want to buy this, and I'm just like, no.
Yeah. And you say few times, and you're just like,
yeah. You can say it a few times.
But you live you, I live me.
Exactly. Yeah. Everybody's on a different journey.
Yeah.
Everybody will understand this in their own time. So it's great to find your own community as well, so that you feel like there is a space for you to be yourself.
Yeah.
To express yourself, your thoughts, your opinions, and to learn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. I think learning was the best part so far. So as we meet more people, we research, we talk about different topics. I think after every episode, we just come out so much more
enlightened.
Yeah, enlightened. Enlightened is the word about that topic. Of course, you do not become an expert in anything, but that's what I love, that we can bring out those experts from different nooks and corners of the city, of our country, or of the world, who are making that change, and they're invested in that change, and a lot of people don't know about it. So then you get to hear firsthand from them and gain a little bit of their brain. I think that's a great way to learn.
Yeah, and I love that we focus on the positive aspect of things. We focus on the solutions, because like I said, it doesn't get enough media attention, you know. So yeah, definitely that is something more people need to do.
Yeah. Talking about that, the media attention, it's funny that how we started with naming the episodes very positive and good stuff, but then it was not enough attention going on, and then I had to change it, scam, what energy scam, and then all of a sudden there was so much viewing.
It's true.
It's funny how people love bad stories.
Clickbaity.
Yeah.
But it is true. It is true that sustainability as a topic doesn't get as much attention as, for instance, beauty or influencers or any other industries like cars or something like that. So it's probably also because of all the bad stuff connected to it. So people don't want to feel bad, right? I don't want to see sharks dying because of, I don't know, something that I'm doing.
Because you're wearing some nylon clothes.
Yeah. and all the attention is focused on, sometimes there's a lot of blame.
Yeah.
And people are blaming the consumers,
but also people do not get to the point of telling why that's happening. Okay, sharks are dying, it's plastic. Well, how is, it's not just the plastic bag that you're using.
Yeah.
It's many different things.
Yeah.
But you're right about the fear mongering that also I'm scared of. I hate is the right word for it, because I don't like to use that word lightly. I hate videos where there's sad news, bad news, even if it is something that's informative but it's very sad. I just feel like I do not want to bring it into my aura and then ruin the rest of the week by thinking about it.
Right.
But you can bring this news in a very happy way, like we do.
Yeah.
Because there is a lot of good stuff out there.
Yeah.
A lot of good people doing a lot of great things to make this better. It's not enough people, but it's a slow movement which is really catching up. At least the past few years, it's been catching up.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like it's also because there tends to be passivity in people, you know, like they'll be like passively consuming this news, knowing, but because to be sustainable, I do feel you do have to make extra effort in your lifestyle, the changes that you will make.
But also the idea that people think to be sustainable, what we were talking before, it has to be, it would be an expensive change. I think that's also one of the reasons that people do not really walk that path or see. Start exploring and you will see it's not that.
It doesn't have to be always expensive. Definitely not.
We recently had a guest who, I don't want to reveal who it is, but it costs nothing. You can. Yeah,
it's actually cheaper.
Yeah.
I mean, a lot about sustainability is actually making things cheaper for you because you're reusing. You're using
changing your mindset
for a longer time, and you're changing your mindset and all of that. So yeah, that is something that people need to explore a little bit more. But what I really wanted to also talk about was it's the fear of taking accountability and the responsibility, because once you truly are affected by it, you feel for it, you care about this, you know you have to do something. You can't just sit and keep doing what you were doing before. So it's that going from that passive role to an active role where you are actively talking about it, you're actively taking actions that help the planet.
I think we are talking about it because we are conscious about it and we want that change to happen. But a lot of people out there, it's not part of their whole idea. I mean, of living. Forget about anything else. But if you go into the grocery every day, and if you're a bit conscious, you'll probably carry a bag for yourself. When you buy those fruits, you probably ask them to weigh it
bags,
and then put it in your bag. Now that's a little bit of change in how you consume things. I know many, this was also me in the past where I kind of forget. I just forget. So then you kind of think, okay, this is just so tough. I leave it. I have stuff to do. I have kids to pick up. I have, I don't know.
You're busy.
I have work. I cannot be bothered.
We get it. Yeah, absolutely. But it's that effort, right? I like to keep thinking about it in terms of like, you keep trying again and again. And there's nothing like failing at it. You know, you're never failing at being sustainable. I forget things still. I've been on this journey for 5 years and I still forget to carry maybe sometimes a bottle or a bag, and then I have to get something new. But it's always about the small things that you're doing that count and that add up.
And the biggest thing is about educating yourself. Educating yourself with whatever you're consuming, and if you are a business, with whatever you are invested in as a company, to revisit it, see how you can bring that difference into your business. If, be it energy, be it transportation or logistics or whatever you do, or you are manufacturing something, what can you make a little change? Like we were talking about companies that's already in business for the longest time, it's difficult for them to make a 360-degree change.
Right.
But you always can bring in small changes.
It always starts with that. Like, I didn't change overnight in that everything about me became sustainable overnight. You know, it was all small things. Okay, now I can do this. Now I have room to add this. And that's how it was. The lifestyle was completely transformed. So even with businesses, it works the same way. You start small and then you expand. And then you have realistic goals. These are definitely some of the things we're going to touch upon in this season as well, season 2.
So one of the things that we really will be touching upon is how businesses can bring in people to help them to change their business model or keeping the current business model and you kind of put a layer of sustainability model on top. So slowly you can transit.
Trickles down. Yeah.
Yeah. We will be talking about fashion.
Yes.
So that's,
yay. I love talking about
I think
fashion.
we'll be talking a lot about fashion.
Recycling.
Yeah.
Buying secondhand, thrifting.
Yes.
Those are some of the interesting topics we're looking at
Yeah.
in the
Yeah.
second season.
Consuming. And we can't wait for all of you guys to join in and send in your views, your ideas, what more you like to hear, what you like us to explore more on, or just simply write in a hi and tell us this is the business that we are doing or we're working in, what can we do? We sure would be more than happy to get you in touch with the right people.
Yes,
Let's
and
communicate.
Yes, we're so happy to hear from some of the viewers, listeners who've already been in touch with us. Some great feedback, criticism, if you have that.
Yes. Everything.
Please, anything and everything is welcome. So, yeah. Thank you.
That's one thing that we're really looking forward to this season would be visual and you
Yes.
hear us and you see us.
Yeah.
So you can have a whole experience. What we would like to, as Vibha said, is for you to get in touch with us. We like to know what do you think about us, about the topics we choose. Thank you so much.
Thank you. And stay tuned
Yes,
for the next few episodes.
Yes, the second season. Thank you, everyone.